Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamu alaikum. Welcome to remote learning. We are going to start with grade 6 social studies. Boys and girls, this is your geography section. Here is the first lesson of the week for you. Our chapter is chapter number 7 and the topic is transport and communication. This is page number 34 of your reading book. Before we start with the reading and understanding of the chapter, I would like you people to keep your copies, books and stationery items with you so you may do written work after once we complete the reading and understanding. Now let's start with the reading. As the name shows the chapter that we will discuss about the transport and communication channels within the world which are used nowadays. Let's start. In the past, almost everything that ordinary people needed was grown or made locally. So, this was the time when nothing was developed and civilized. So, that's why either people grow their things or locally they were made. Today, we are using different kind of things. Today, we use goods from the other parts of our own country. For example, if you are wearing your uniform, its cotton will be produced from those areas where the cotton is grown, and then it is brought into cities where it is converted into thread and then cloth, and from that cloth usually the uniform or other things are made. So what happens? Goods are produced nowadays in one part of the world and they are then sent to the other areas. They are usually brought from one place to another. How? Why do you think this change has occurred? Life was simple. People were using the things which were present near them or whatever they grow for themselves. But now the life has changed a lot. People are using the things which are not even available there. They are even imported items which we are using frequently nowadays. Now, carrying these goods to their user is a very important part of the trade. Now, the trade is done. Things are brought from the other part of the world or the cities within the same country or the other countries, and people are using them. Now, how it is done? There are certain ways of transport and communication. So, this is what should be discussed in this chapter about transport, how the things are carried from one place to another, and how the communication is taking place nowadays of things or information even from one part of the world to the other one, or sometime within the same country. So transport is the way by which we move the things and people even go from one place to another. There are certain modes of transportation: motorcycle, cycles, cars, trucks, etc. There are lots of transportation vehicles which are used nowadays and they are serving for the transportation of the things through lands. Let's start with the reading of the topic transportation or communication through lands. Let's start. By land. This is obviously the oldest mean of transportation. Roads ranging from simple earth tracks to the giant motorways are the lifeline of the society today. Roads are expensive to build and to keep in a good condition or repair. They have the advantage that they can be built from almost anywhere. You can make a road whenever it is needed. So this is already planned while making a city. Then how and where should the road map be drawn? Let's start again. Motor vehicles can load up at the factory or farm and carry the goods quickly to the directly where they are needed. Whether it is a market or distant town or a seaport from export, people can get on their own motorcycle or into their cars and travel wherever they need to transport the things or they like without having to wait for trains or buses. So usually the personal cars or personal vehicles they serve for that purpose. Look at the graphs below to see how the different forms of transportation is used in Pakistan, and it has been changing day by day since 1960. So we were having trucks to this limit that was about 2000 25,000. Then in 1995 it rose up to 15 lakhs. In 1997 it rose up to almost 4 lakhs. Then in 2004 again this rose to a level of 5 lakhs. In 2006 it reached to a level of 5 lakhs. And nowadays it is again increasing day by day. If we talk about the movement of freight and passengers, the use of road is very important. So roads were used in past and as well as the railways were always serving the same purpose. So you can see from the graph, this is page number 35 of your reading book, that how the roads and railways they were used in past and they were serving the purpose of transportation of passengers as well as goods. Now we will discuss some more thing about the communication related with the computer. Computer is very important. It is becoming a part of our life day by day. So we are getting more and more information about the things through computer. This is page number 38 of your reading book. So let's start. Getting information from one country to another today in today's world is absolutely essential, both for trade and for international relations. Most of Pakistanis they have an excellent communication system. Television, radios, computers, mobile phones, etc. are the electronic equipments. Good communication is very valuable for keeping the people in touch in the world. Not only disasters such as the floods and the earthquake could be recorded, but political developments are also uh, known by the ways of communication. One learns about sports, Olympics, cricket matches, etc., and discovers more things like science and other fields. All of these make the nation better educated and aware of the world outside. So computer is playing an important role. We are using it in our daily life and we are using it for many purposes. How? Let's start with the discussion for today's homework. Here is the first question for you. This is related with the same topic that I have discussed with you right now. Here the question is about how the computer technology has changed our life. So this is your first question from page number 39 of your book. Write at least 5 ways to show how computer technology has changed our life. The answer is some ways in which the computer technology has changed our lives is we can solve our problems easily. Number 2, we have access to vast amount of information. Number 3, communication with the people have become easier. Number 4, games can be played at home. Number 5, we can know much more about the world and its people. Now another question for today's homework is why the number of vehicles are doubled since 1990. The reason for this increase is the number of vehicles are increasing day by day because number 1, living standard has been raised. Number 2, people need their own vehicle and source of communication for traveling. Number 3, personal vehicles are more reliable. Number 4, life may become easy and better. So boys and girls, this was all for today's lesson. What you have to do your work and submit it timely in the Google Classroom. See you soon, inshallah. We will discuss more about this chapter in the upcoming lessons. Allah Hafiz.